1 hour listening to English training.
英文加中文配音，每天1小时英语听力练习。
Backup 注释、支持、备份。语法：动词短语，可接人或事物做宾语。
I'll back you up in the meeting. I'll back you up in the meeting.
我会在会议上支持你。
I'll back you up in the meeting. I'll back you up in the meeting. Remember to back up your files regularly. Remember to back up your files regularly.
记得定期备份文件。
Remember to back up your files regularly. Remember to back up your files regularly. Having someone to back you up is reassuring. Having someone to back you up is reassuring.
有人支持你会让你更安心。
Having someone to back you up is reassuring. Having someone to back you up is reassuring.
Break up 注释：分手、解散。语法：动词短语，可单独使用或接介词 with。
They broke up after 5 years together. They broke up after 5 years together.
在一起5年后，他们分手了。
They broke up after 5 years together. They broke up after 5 years together. The band broke up due to creative differences. The band broke up due to creative differences.
乐队因创作分歧解散了。
The band broke up due to creative differences. The band broke up due to creative differences. Breaking up is never easy. Breaking up is never easy.
分手从来都不容易。
Breaking up is never easy. Breaking up is never easy.
Call for 注释：需要、要求。语法：动词短语，后接名词。
This situation calls for immediate action. This situation calls for immediate action.
这种情况需要立即采取行动。
This situation calls for immediate action. This situation calls for immediate action. The recipe calls for 2 eggs. The recipe calls for 2 eggs.
这个食谱需要2个鸡蛋。
The recipe calls for 2 eggs. The recipe calls for 2 eggs. Real change calls for collective effort. Real change calls for collective effort.
真正的改变需要集体努力。
Real change calls for collective effort. Real change calls for collective effort.
Come across 注释：偶然遇见，给人印象。语法：动词短语，可接人或事物。
I came across an old photo album yesterday. I came across an old photo album yesterday.
昨天我偶然发现了一本旧相册。
I came across an old photo album yesterday. I came across an old photo album yesterday. He comes across as very confident. He comes across as very confident.
他给人很自信的印象。
He comes across as very confident. He comes across as very confident. Coming across rare books is exciting. Coming across rare books is exciting.
偶然发现真本书籍很令人兴奋。
Coming across rare books is exciting. Coming across rare books is exciting.
Cut off 注释：切断、中断。语法：动词短语，后接名词或代词。
The storm cut off electricity to the village. The storm cut off electricity to the village.
暴风雨切断了村庄的电力供应。
The storm cut off electricity to the village. The storm cut off electricity to the village. She cut off all contact with her ex. She cut off all contact with her ex.
她切断了与前男友的所有联系。
She cut off all contact with her ex. She cut off all contact with her ex. Getting cut off mid-sentence is frustrating. Getting cut off mid-sentence is frustrating.
话说到一半被打断，很令人沮丧。
Getting cut off mid-sentence is frustrating. Getting cut off mid-sentence is frustrating.
Drop by. 注释：顺道拜访。语法：动词短语，可单独使用或接地点。
Feel free to drop by any time. Feel free to drop by any time.
随时欢迎你来坐坐。
Feel free to drop by any time. Feel free to drop by any time. I'll drop by your office later. I'll drop by your office later.
我晚些时候会去你办公室一趟。
I'll drop by your office later. I'll drop by your office later. Dropping by unannounced may not be polite. Dropping by unannounced may not be polite.
不请自来可能不太礼貌。
Dropping by unannounced may not be polite. Dropping by unannounced may not be polite.
Bent up. 注释：最终处于某种状态。语法：动词短语后接动名词或介词短语。
We ended up watching movies all night. We ended up watching movies all night.
我们最后看了一整晚电影。
We ended up watching movies all night. We ended up watching movies all night. He ended up in hospital after the accident. He ended up in hospital after the accident.
事故后，他最终住进了医院。
He ended up in hospital after the accident. He ended up in hospital after the accident. Ending up doing something unexpected is common. Ending up doing something unexpected is common.
最终做了意想不到的事情，很常见。
Ending up doing something unexpected is common. Ending up doing something unexpected is common.
Fall for. 注释：爱上、上当。语法：动词短语后接人或事物。
She fell for his charming smile. She fell for his charming smile.
她爱上了他迷人的微笑。
She fell for his charming smile. She fell for his charming smile. Don't fall for those online scams. Don't fall for those online scams.
不要上那些网络诈骗的当。
Don't fall for those online scams. Don't fall for those online scams. Falling for someone unexpectedly is magical. Falling for someone unexpectedly is magical.
意外爱上一个人很奇妙。
Falling for someone unexpectedly is magical. Falling for someone unexpectedly is magical.
Get across. 注释：传达、想法。语法：动词短语后接名词或代词。
It's hard to get my point across. It's hard to get my point across.
很难把我的观点说清楚。
It's hard to get my point across. It's hard to get my point across. The message didn't get across properly. The message didn't get across properly.
这个信息没有传达清楚。
The message didn't get across properly. The message didn't get across properly. Getting your ideas across effectively is important. Getting your ideas across effectively is important.
有效传达你的想法很重要。
Getting your ideas across effectively is important. Getting your ideas across effectively is important.
Go through. 注释、经历、仔细检查。语法、动词短语、后接名词或代词。
She's going through a difficult time. She's going through a difficult time.
她正在经历一段困难时期。
She's going through a difficult time. She's going through a difficult time. Please go through these documents carefully. Please go through these documents carefully.
请仔细检查这些文件。
Please go through these documents carefully. Please go through these documents carefully. Going through old memories can be emotional. Going through old memories can be emotional.
回忆往事可能会很感性。
Going through old memories can be emotional. Going through old memories can be emotional.
Hang out. 注释、闲逛、消磨时间。语法、动词短语可单独使用或接介词 with。
Let's hang out this weekend. Let's hang out this weekend.
我们这周末一起玩吧。
Let's hang out this weekend. Let's hang out this weekend. He often hangs out with his coworkers. He often hangs out with his coworkers.
他经常和同事一起玩。
He often hangs out with his coworkers. He often hangs out with his coworkers. Hanging out at the mall is popular among teens. Hanging out at the mall is popular among teens.
在商场闲逛在青少年中很流行。
Hanging out at the mall is popular among teens. Hanging out at the mall is popular among teens.
Hold back. 注释、抑制、隐瞒。语法、动词短语可接名词或代词。
Don't hold back your opinions. Don't hold back your opinions.
不要保留你的意见。
Don't hold back your opinions. Don't hold back your opinions. She couldn't hold back her tears. She couldn't hold back her tears.
他忍不住流下了眼泪。
She couldn't hold back her tears. She couldn't hold back her tears. Holding back information can cause problems. Holding back information can cause problems.
隐瞒信息可能会导致问题。
Holding back information can cause problems. Holding back information can cause problems.
Keep on. 注释、继续。语法、动词短语后接动名词。
Keep on trying and you'll succeed. Keep on trying and you'll succeed.
继续努力，你会成功的。
Keep on trying and you'll succeed. Keep on trying and you'll succeed. The rain kept on falling all day. The rain kept on falling all day.
雨持续下了一整天。
The rain kept on falling all day. The rain kept on falling all day. Keeping on despite difficulties shows determination. Keeping on despite difficulties shows determination.
尽管困难仍继续前进，显示了决心。
Keeping on despite difficulties shows determination. Keeping on despite difficulties shows determination.
lay off。注释：解雇、停止。语法：动词短语，可接名词或代词。
The company had to lay off 50 workers. The company had to lay off 50 workers.
公司不得不解雇50名员工。
The company had to lay off 50 workers. The company had to lay off 50 workers. You should lay off caffeine before bed. You should lay off caffeine before bed.
睡前你应该停止摄入咖啡因。
You should lay off caffeine before bed. You should lay off caffeine before bed. Getting laid off unexpectedly is stressful. Getting laid off unexpectedly is stressful.
突然被解雇很有压力。
Getting laid off unexpectedly is stressful. Getting laid off unexpectedly is stressful.
live up to。注释：达到、期望。语法：动词短语，后接名词。
The movie didn't live up to our expectations. The movie didn't live up to our expectations.
这部电影没有达到我们的期望。
The movie didn't live up to our expectations. The movie didn't live up to our expectations. He strives to live up to his parents' hopes. He strives to live up to his parents' hopes.
他努力不辜负父母的期望。
He strives to live up to his parents' hopes. He strives to live up to his parents' hopes. Living up to other standards can be tiring. Living up to other standards can be tiring.
达到别人的标准可能会很累。
Living up to other standards can be tiring. Living up to other standards can be tiring.
Make out。注释：辨认、理解、亲热。语法：动词短语，含义取决于上下文。
I can't make out what this says. I can't make out what this says.
我看不清这上面写的是什么。
I can't make out what this says. I can't make out what this says. They were making out in the park. They were making out in the park.
他们在公园里亲热。
They were making out in the park. They were making out in the park. Making out someone's handwriting can be difficult. Making out someone's handwriting can be difficult.
辨认某人的笔记可能很困难。
Making out someone's handwriting can be difficult. Making out someone's handwriting can be difficult.
Pass out。注释：昏倒、分发。语法：动词短语，含义取决于上下文。
He passed out from exhaustion. He passed out from exhaustion.
他因精疲力竭而昏倒。
He passed out from exhaustion. He passed out from exhaustion. Please pass out these worksheets. Please pass out these worksheets.
请分发这些作业纸。
Please pass out these worksheets. Please pass out these worksheets. Passing out flyers is part of the job. Passing out flyers is part of the job.
分发传单是工作的一部分。
Passing out flyers is part of the job. Passing out flyers is part of the job.
Pull off。注释：成功完成困难的事。语法：动词短语，后接名词或代词。
They pulled off an amazing performance. They pulled off an amazing performance.
他们完成了一场精彩的演出。
They pulled off an amazing performance. They pulled off an amazing performance. Can we pull off this project in 2 weeks? Can we pull off this project in 2 weeks?
我们能在2周内完成这个项目吗？
Can we pull off this project in 2 weeks? Can we pull off this project in 2 weeks? Pulling off a surprise party requires planning. Pulling off a surprise party requires planning.
成功举办惊喜派对需要计划。
Pulling off a surprise party requires planning. Pulling off a surprise party requires planning.
Put aside. 注释：搁置、储蓄。语法：动词短语，后接名词或代词。
Let's put aside our differences. Let's put aside our differences.
让我们把分歧放在一边。
Let's put aside our differences. Let's put aside our differences. She puts aside money every month. She puts aside money every month.
她每个月都存钱。
She puts aside money every month. She puts aside money every month. Putting aside time for yourself is important. Putting aside time for yourself is important.
留出时间给自己很重要。
Putting aside time for yourself is important. Putting aside time for yourself is important.
Rule out. 注释：排除、不考虑。语法：动词短语，后接名词或动名词。
We can't rule out any possibilities yet. We can't rule out any possibilities yet.
我们还不能排除任何可能性。
We can't rule out any possibilities yet. We can't rule out any possibilities yet. The doctor ruled out food poisoning. The doctor ruled out food poisoning.
医生排除了食物中毒的可能。
The doctor ruled out food poisoning. The doctor ruled out food poisoning. Ruling out options too quickly can be a mistake. Ruling out options too quickly can be a mistake.
太快排除选项可能是个错误。
Ruling out options too quickly can be a mistake. Ruling out options too quickly can be a mistake.
Settle down. 注释：安定下来，平静下来。语法：动词短语，可单独使用或接介词短语。
They want to settle down and start a family. They want to settle down and start a family.
他们想安定下来，组建家庭。
They want to settle down and start a family. They want to settle down and start a family. The class took a while to settle down. The class took a while to settle down.
班级花了一些时间才安静下来。
The class took a while to settle down. The class took a while to settle down. Settling down in a new city takes time. Settling down in a new city takes time.
在新城市安定下来需要时间。
Settling down in a new city takes time. Settling down in a new city takes time.
Stand out. 注释：突出、显眼。语法：动词短语，可单独使用或接介词 from。
Her red dress really stood out. Her red dress really stood out.
她的红裙子真的很显眼。
Her red dress really stood out. Her red dress really stood out. He stands out from other candidates. He stands out from other candidates.
他比其他候选人突出。
He stands out from other candidates. He stands out from other candidates. Standing out in a positive way is beneficial. Standing out in a positive way is beneficial.
以积极的方式脱颖而出是有益的。
Standing out in a positive way is beneficial. Standing out in a positive way is beneficial.
Take over. 注释：接管、占据。语法：动词短语，后接名词或代词。
The new manager will take over next month. The new manager will take over next month.
新经理下个月将接管工作。
The new manager will take over next month. The new manager will take over next month. Vines have taken over the garden. Vines have taken over the garden.
藤蔓植物已经占据了整个花园。
Vines have taken over the garden. Vines have taken over the garden. Taking over a family business can be challenging. Taking over a family business can be challenging.
接管家族企业可能具有挑战性。
Taking over a family business can be challenging. Taking over a family business can be challenging.
Turn into. 注释：变成、转变为。语法：动词短语，后接名词。
The caterpillar turned into a butterfly. The caterpillar turned into a butterfly.
毛毛虫变成了蝴蝶。
The caterpillar turned into a butterfly. The caterpillar turned into a butterfly. This place has turned into a tourist hotspot. This place has turned into a tourist hotspot.
这个地方已经变成了旅游热点。
This place has turned into a tourist hotspot. This place has turned into a tourist hotspot. Turning ideas into reality takes effort. Turning ideas into reality takes effort.
把想法变成现实需要努力。
Turning ideas into reality takes effort. Turning ideas into reality takes effort.
Wind up. 注释：最终、结束。语法：动词短语，后接动名词或介词短语。
We wound up eating at that new restaurant. We wound up eating at that new restaurant.
我们最终在那家新餐厅吃了饭。
We wound up eating at that new restaurant. We wound up eating at that new restaurant. The meeting wound up at 5 p.m. The meeting wound up at 5 p.m.
会议在下午5点结束。
The meeting wound up at 5 p.m. The meeting wound up at 5 p.m. Winding up in unexpected situations is common. Winding up in unexpected situations is common.
最终处于意外情况中很常见。
Winding up in unexpected situations is common. Winding up in unexpected situations is common.
Write down. 注释：写下、记录。语法：动词短语，后接名词或代词。
Please write down your contact information. Please write down your contact information.
请写下你的联系方式。
Please write down your contact information. Please write down your contact information. I wrote down all the important points. I wrote down all the important points.
我记下了所有重点。
I wrote down all the important points. I wrote down all the important points. Writing down your thoughts can be therapeutic. Writing down your thoughts can be therapeutic.
写下你的想法可能有治疗效果。
Writing down your thoughts can be therapeutic. Writing down your thoughts can be therapeutic.
Zone out， 注视、走神、发呆。语法、动词短语可单独使用。
I zoned out during the boring lecture. I zoned out during the boring lecture.
我在无聊的讲座中走神了。
I zoned out during the boring lecture. I zoned out during the boring lecture. He often zones out when watching TV. He often zones out when watching TV.
他看电视时经常发呆。
He often zones out when watching TV. He often zones out when watching TV. Zoning out occasionally is normal. Zoning out occasionally is normal.
偶尔走神是正常的。
Zoning out occasionally is normal. Zoning out occasionally is normal.